Oh,
Oh, wow. Whew. If he fell in right now, I wouldn't be sad about it.
Hey guys, I'm Wyndham Clark. I'm here with my caddy, John Ellis. We're here on the 11th hole at Muirfield Village Club. Today we're gonna go through worst case scenario. So let's see what we do. All right, so clearly here up against a tree, being a right-handed golfer, this is kind of worst case scenario. You know, we have two options. It's the safe play. I could chip it backwards, which, you know, on a par 5, I'd have longer in, or we could kind of play the left-handed shot. So in this situation, assuming my caddy would let me, we'd hit a left-handed shot. So for a right-handed golfer, you know, this is something actually we don't practice as professionals, but you've definitely done it before. And so you just kind of turn over the club. And the whole goal here is to make sure you hit ball first.
Here, try the 9. The 9
You like the 9?
Yeah,
All
9 will be easier.
Easier? Okay. So choose something that has the biggest surface area, just because you don't practice it that much. But definitely it's going to be a lot of practice swings to get the feel for it. This is one of those where you kind of hit and pray and hope it works out. I've done it a lot, so I think I could hit a good shot, but you never know, especially under tournament conditions when the nerves are there. Crazy things can happen, but I honestly think we would do this in a tournament. So, oh, now I got a crowd too.
Oh, no.
Well, it was too good.
Too good. Well, we figured out his swing. He's a lefty.
We hit a little left. We're in the hazard. So this is another worst case scenario. You know, here we have the option of either taking the drop and hitting from right here or go in there and hit it. So in this particular situation, I think I can actually hit the shot. I think I can advance it at least, you know, anywhere from 40 to 100 yards. And I think that is a better play than to take the drop. So, you know, as you can see, I'm basically on my toes here. But the big thing here is to practice, you know, get a lot of practice swings. I'm gonna definitely make sure I can for sure hit the shot. And once I feel confident with that, and John is gonna ask me, like, all right, you 100%, because, you know, for us, if you're not 100%, you know, anything could happen. So we wanna try to eliminate the big miss here.
If I didn't feel like he could do it, we could pitch out. We lose 20 yards on maybe our approach, but we're take the big number out. If he gets in there and says, John, I could do it, then ultimately he's gonna go with it. So that's kind of what we're talking about here, whether it's worth it.
I'm gonna grip down on the club, and I'm gonna make, you know, a couple feels of how I'm gonna hit this. And then ultimately you kind of go, and then eventually you just pull the trigger and hope it works out. Oh, wow. Whew. So, shot worked out, it was great, and no harm done as far as getting wet. So we went for the green in 2. Unfortunately, it got caught up in the bunker, and then it also rolled down to where I'm up against the backside of the lip. So not only do we have a little bit of the downhill slope issue, we got side hill, and then I have a stance issue. So on this one, it's really huge to get in here and have really good footing, and then try to match your body and everything with the slope. So you want to come in and try to hit as little sand as possible to try to, you know, get this up high and stop it quick. So I get in here, and obviously it's a pretty dramatic stance here, but this is what gives me the best chance to try to make a swing and hopefully pull the shot off. So got the club open. I feel like I'm pretty stable in this stance, and I'm just gonna hopefully pull this shot off.
Shot.
I mean, not bad, about a 10-footer. Ideally, I'd like a little closer, but in a shot like this, we'll take it and hopefully make that putt. So those were our 3 worst case scenarios. Hopefully we don't encounter any of those this week, but in preparation, we worked on them. So if we do get in that situation, we got them covered. Thanks for watching. We always typically try to create a fairway out there. So hole 1, the fairway out here slopes right to left. I hit a cut typically, and to hold that fairway, you want to cut it. So we'll be aiming down the left side, try to cut it back into the center of the fairway.
And that's where I say great shot.
Yeah, kind of like that.
6 iron?
That's just 7, a little easier to hit. Typically we get out here, and John, as I'm walking into it or something, he'll say,
One, like right here, we'll try to hit a tight little draw into this pin, so it'd be a 1 right shot.
Yeah.
This would be a harder shot for him with the left to right wind. So it didn't turn, it was pretty straight. We'd be okay with that, but in our little game or drill, we'd say,
That
you know,
probably was a fail.
Fail, yeah.
Didn't. So then I'd either re-hit the shot, try to get it right, or we'd go to another one and we'd
Yeah.
come back to that one.
So we'd hit a 2 left here.
So this is usually typically a lot easier for me. So this is kind of a medium cut, probably cutting around 8 to 12 yards.
That'd be nice.
Gosh, let's see. Probably know John. We're going 8 years, 7
Yeah,
years?
7 years, I think.
My one and only year at Oregon, he was my assistant coach. So that's when I met him, and then he caddied for me a couple times on the web.com tour, and then when I got my first start on the PGA Tour is when he came out and started caddying for me full time.
So there's a few other like specialty shots that we'll use here. Number 9, for example, is one of them where he tees it really low. We're just trying to basically chase a little fade down there.
So this is about a 90% swing, and I aim down the left side of the fairway, and I'm just trying to hit about a 15 to 20 yard cut.
Perfect.